Hi, I'm Greg Budworth. I'm the Group Managing Director of Compass Housing Services. The community housing sector is growing in Australia, but we're talking tens of thousands of properties being transferred to community housing, and Greentree is a system that is capable of scaling up, which a lot of systems aren't. And so Greentree is going to be very, very important in backing our growth. Prior to Greentree, Compass had a lot of disparate systems. So they didn't speak to each other, they weren't integrated, and so it was very dependent on the various staff competency. And so as a small organisation, we were sort of vulnerable to those systems that couldn't speak to each other. However, one of the most intense things that Greentree is able to support is the hunger that government housing authorities and the Commonwealth Government have for data. And so Greentree is able to deliver and keep us abreast of all that, that hunger, I guess.
Compass has quite a lot of reporting requirements. As a national Tier 1 registered community housing provider, we also have service level agreements with both New South Wales and Queensland housing agencies, which have very specific reporting requirements. That sort of information that they were looking at is both tenant and financial reporting, and Greentree has actually given us the capability to actually meet those requirements and also report against the benchmarks and KPIs. So before Greentree, it took about 10 people to produce those types of reports. Having Greentree actually means now that all the data's in one base, there's no duplication of work, and my life's a whole lot simpler. From a property manager point of view, we've actually introduced apps that link with Greentree to assist us in doing our property inspections. And also from a fixed asset point of view, I guess the integration of fixed asset module allows us to actually process a purchase order for a fixed asset, and it automatically integrates into our general ledger without the need for separate controls around that. So for me, Greentree has really improved my life at work as far as I'm much more efficient, and I'm able to get things done very quickly now and with less manual intervention, and the time it takes me to do it has been really shortened.
No, I think it's a great system, and from a chief executive point of view, you survive on data, you survive on information, and it needs to be in time and accurate and verifiable. And so Greentree provides that right across the spectrum of the company's activities, and I think that's the most important thing.